What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and I wanted to make this video for quite some time, but just didn't come around to it. But I thought today, especially with the Bedcon 1 alert by Phil during his daily rap video, where he wanted to bring awareness that support's been slow. Can't even say it with a straight face. I decided to make this video because I posted a video last night of his Street Fighter gameplay, which of course was atrocious. He played with top tier Luke and made top tier Luke look like a scrub essentially. And Phil was extremely frustrated of his performance and also mainly the support. The support was just dead. And you have people that continuously come to this stream and support him. They do. I don't know why. They support him with comments. They support him with engagement. They support him with super chats, with super thanks. They support him with tips. One in particular person is Six70Two. Now, Six70Two is mainly more of a Wings viewer, and I believe he mods on Wings. And I've gotten to know him and talk to him a little bit. He seems like an okay dude. You know, I don't have any real big beef with him. But I've actually asked him the question, like, why? Like, why do you go to these streams? Why do you hang out with these people? Why do you support these people? Especially Phil. Wings, sort of, I can kind of understand, but Phil, really, 672? Why? And I never get a clear answer. I never do. I either get blown off or, just get no response whatsoever. I get ignored essentially, which is fine because I'm guessing he thinks I'm going to be antagonistic towards him, which I never am. I'm never antagonistic to any of them. I'm actually pretty friendly with most of them. I joke with them and call them dents and stuff like that, but I've never publicly attacked any of them or, went after any of them. And 672 is just one in particular, because it's funny because I actually tried to reach out to him a while back because King Sly wanted to interview him. The reason why King Sly wanted to interview him because King Sly found out that he was black. And he was curious I'm King was curious why would someone that's black would support someone like Phil. And I don't fully understand the context behind it, but I guess he wanted to kind of get into his mind someone that I'm assuming Sly can relate to see what his thinking is. And 672 shot me down. He's like, nope, no, thank you, no, I'm good. I'm not going on Sly's podcast or having a conversation with them. So I said, all right, whatever, it's not a big deal. But last night during his stream, something came up where 672, I think he dropped either dropped the super chat or he just asked a question. And Phil, in his poetic, most nicest way, responded to 672. And his response is just a beautiful indicator of why Phil is struggling with tips and support, and why people have left his streams, and why people that he counted on previously for support no longer support. Maybe, and Phil loves to blame everyone but himself. And I think he would really truly benefit if he went to the bathroom, shut everything off, closed the door, and just stared at the mirror for about a good half an hour and really contemplate his life and think about everything that's happened to him. I think he would come to the realization that most of everything that's befalling Phil has been has been of his making. So I just want to play this clip real quick of 672 of Phil responding to 672, and I hope that 672 does watch this. I'm going to try to get a hold of him and let him watch this, and I want him to listen to the way Phil treats him. And then would like a response on my video. He can comment on my videos and stuff like that. I would like him to reach out and comment and let me know how he feels watching Phil essentially just treat him like garbage. Let's play the clip.
672, number one, I hate to tell you this, but Community Nights didn't get any more support than any other Street Fighter streams. And number two, I didn't know if I was going to do casual all night with Luke or not, depending on how much I settled into him. And quite frankly, I didn't settle into him very well. I was maybe going to do ranked tonight. Like I said, I was going to maybe do a little bit of casual, and if I was doing good, maybe do the placement matches, but I really didn't feel comfortable with him after the hour. The real question is, why are you sitting around complaining all night? Really? Why does it bother you so much that I actually play the game and try to get better at it? What's wrong with that? You don't like people getting better at video games? Why, you have a pet peeve about people playing and learning?
Okay, now this was a bit of a mild response by Phil. Normally, if it was someone else that didn't support Phil as much as 672 does, he'd ream him and probably ban him. That's what Phil would normally do. But Phil knows that 672 actually comes on and drops super chats and support and so on. And occasionally he will ask a tough question, very similar to Snow Carl. But Phil's at a point now where he can't risk losing any other people that support him. So he just asked a question. He was curious and he wanted to know why he wouldn't play rank. And of course, how, everyone knows that Phil talks mad trash about Street Fighter, about anyone that beats him. And he always complains how they're top tier players like Luke, Ken, Ryu, Juri, and essentially anyone that beats him is a top tier player, right? So you would think if he was playing with a top tier player, he would excel and do good. Nope. He completely sucked. He was terrible at casual. He lost a good deal amount against, this wasn't ranked. And of course, 672 was like, hey, look, you're supposed to be this pro level player. You're supposed to be this good player. Why are you playing casual matches? Why don't you play rank? And we know why you didn't want to play rank, because if he would have played rank, his ranking would have been like a plat 1 or a plat 2. And Phil's not about grinding through the platinum ranking to get the diamond and to get to eventually master. There is no way. And the other thing too is that he's just bad with Luke. He just is, and it shuts down that lie that Phil likes to say, that the only reason why he loses is because people are using top tier players like Luke and fighting a pattern, or they're mashing, which is just an utter lie and garbage. But anyway, other than that, I digress. 672, I'm just curious to know, how do you feel when you hear someone respond to you in this manner? Essentially kind of belittle you. And not only belittle you, but Phil had about 350 people, 400 people in watching the streams. And Phil felt the need to call you out specifically and say, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? And his response was just snarky, and he just gave you an attitude. And I'm just curious, 672, I'm just curious, what makes you go back to Phil? What makes you watch him? What makes you support him? Of the thousands and thousands of streamers and content creators out there, why do you feel the need to support this locale and also Wings? Why? I'm just honestly curious to know why. The gameplay isn't good, so it's not like you're in it for the gameplay. They both treat people like utter garbage and trash. I mean, we've both been on Wing Stream, and you know how he treats his viewers and people that donate. And Phil's exactly just as bad as Wings. But you sit there and you take it, and it just it baffles me a bit. It baffles me a bit, because to me, and this isn't a slight against you, 672, but I have too much self-respect to allow anyone to talk to me in this manner, especially when I'm on their stream. I'm spending my valuable time to watch them when I can be doing something else with my time. And then they feel the need to call me out in front of 300 or 400 people just because I made a comment or I asked a question. I'm sorry. I don't put up with that garbage. And I'm not sure why you put up with that garbage. So anyway, if you watch this 672, drop a comment in my section. I want to know how you felt when DSP dressed you down in front of his audience and, made you feel like essentially a little child. I mean, some people say that DSP's followers are glutton for punishment. Like, they have like a punishment fetish, and they like being talked down to and treated like crap. Is that you? And I'm being serious. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not trying to belittle you. Do you like that? Like, do you like when you get a rise out of people and they belittle you in this way? Or you just chalk it up and just say, well, he's not having a good day, support's slow, so I forgive him for being an asshole towards me. Which one is it? Anyway, 672, I'd appreciate it if you watch this video and drop a comment and let me know your feelings on this little clip here, and kind of let me know why you put up with this garbage. And if any of Phil's supporters, King Goken, the crew, Dan the Man, they all watch my content. I know they do. drop a comment in my comments. Drop it. I'll read it and then I'll respond to it. Seriously, I'm being serious. Your boy Duty's trying to extend an olive branch out to the DSP watchers and trying to understand the psyche of someone that actually spends time and donates money to this pathetic human. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.